Burning Couch Faithful. We got to come up with a good name for you guys. The Couchers? The Burners? The Burners. I like that. That's what they called me in college. I was one of the Burners. But anyway, speaking of burning, it's burning up outside. It's starting to get hot and warm. Looking for some cool wear. What are you going to do? Go to the Book Exchange. I'll tell you what. You can get t-shirts, some of them cool little tank tops. I like to buy girls' hot pants and wear them because I think they look sexy on me. If you need it, it's there. If you want WVU plastered on your ass, you can find it at the Book Exchange. Go to the Book Exchange. Good summer deals going on. And also, just to let you know, you can use that code, 25% off. It's practically free when you use the code Burning Couch. So go to the Book Exchange and go in person and say, hey, I've got this code, Burning Couch. Or you can do it online. Use the code, save some money, get some great deals. Local businesses matter, man. They matter. They're all that matters. So support that local business. Support the folks there at the Book Exchange. Thank you. Hello, Burning Couch Faithful. I just decided we're naming you the Burners because that's what I like to be called in college. I didn't like to be called that in college, but I certainly was definitely one of my nicknames. I was one of the Burners. Maddie here. Steve is spending some time with his family. And, as we head into summer, we'll be taking a little bit of a break, just so y'all know. We'll come in every few weeks and drop an episode as things happen. Right now there are some things happening that we should be talking about. So I thought I'd just jump on, do a quick episode. You're stuck with me. If you don't like it, then, hey, piss off. You can come back next time. Don't piss off. Please stay. Let's see what's coming up. So a couple things we need to mention. Hey, Pat White back in the news. He's at the Chargers offensive coordinator, one of the assistants, the offensive coordinators. And we have missed Pat. I miss Pat. We don't see Pat as much. He's busy with his NFL stuff. And also the Chargers, they're not big on letting folks do their own little personal podcast. So that's why Pat hasn't been on the show for so long. But Pat White, great article about what he's doing with the Chargers that 247 put out that we will be putting into the show notes. So go to the show notes and read that article about our friend Pat. Baseball, got to talk about baseball. We made it. Man, everybody, I was really getting nervous there at the end of the season. Man, I was like a WVU finish if there ever was one for the baseball team. But they still won the GD Big 12 championship. People, let's not get upset about being a co-championship or anything. Hey, you're talking about a baseball team that when we joined the Big 12, nobody said we'd ever win the Big 12 baseball. So we made the NCAA regionals. They're being held in Kentucky, which is great. We're not having to travel as far. I'm not a baseball guy, if you can't tell. I never played baseball. In fact, I was so bad in my little league team. I played tennis, and my coach told my mom that I should probably stick to tennis because I was so bad at baseball. But I like watching it, and I think there's some lots to get excited about still. When was the last time we had anything to root for in May at WVU? Been a long time. So let's go Mountaineers on the baseball side. Lots of projections have been coming out about WVU and the football team. And I say, fuck them. I don't care what the projections are. I think this team's a lot better than people think it is. And I might be proven wrong. And if I am, okay, so what? What's wrong with being a little optimistic out there? We got so many pessimists out there, especially on Twitter. Quit being big, heavy, big shots on Twitter. If you're not a person who would say something in person to somebody, don't do it on Twitter. Don't do that. A lot of just junk coming out about WVU. In fact, there was a national analyst who said that our win total was too much. And trust me, the win total that they projected is 4.5, and he said it's too high. So first of all, let's just call this out. This is Jesse Simonton of On.3 argued that it was too high. So Jesse Simonton, I would just like to say for the entire state of West Virginia and WVU fans, a big suck it. Yeah, just suck it. We'll prove you wrong, and we will remember you down the road. I was part of. I don't know if y'all remember this, but when we were coming up and coming up in the football rankings, and there were a lot of naysayers, and Lee Corso was one. And I happened to get hold of his personal cell phone number and went on the air at WCLG and gave it out. And the WVU fans hit him with so much stuff that the next day he came on and said, WVU fans, quit calling me. I was very proud of that, by the way. I just like to say that's one of the great things I think I've ever done in my broadcasting career. But J.S. Simonton, you're on the list. That's all I'm saying. You're wrong. You're wrong, sir. We got some more, there's still a lot going on in the transfer portal. We've got, and I'll tell you what, Neil Brown, you may hate him, but I'm sorry, the dude can recruit like nobody's business. If he doesn't coach here, I wish he could stay and recruit here because he's still got a lot of folks coming in, and we've got another 4-star defensive end coming in to visit the campus. And I just got to say, it's got to be tough to recruit right now for Neil and the team because, listen, everybody's talking shit if he's going to be here or be not. And still we're pulling in some of these guys. So I'm going to screw his name up. Obina Onwuku. Anyway, every story that I'm talking about right now, our friend Vince will link them into the show notes so you can go and check out all the stories that I am mentioning as I just ramble through this solo podcast on the Burning Couch. And then, hey, man, Big 12 expansion still happening. A lot of talk going on with that. We're going to talk a lot about that next time we're on. What's going on with the Pac-12. Gonzaga has been mentioned as an expansion team for the basketball league, which would be fantastic for the league. Just make us even stronger than we already are. Plus, I would love to be able to beat Gonzaga every year, and I think that becomes a lot. We won't see the Gonzaga having these crazy records that they have every year when they're actually playing some basketball teams other than just St. Mary's. So if that happens, super cool. Fingers crossed that we also pick up some of these good Pac-12 teams as well. And then finally, there was a new football helmet that people were talking about. Mike Asti, who was just on the show a few weeks ago, who, by the way, personally blamed me for the fall of WVU basketball. Mike, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. I mean, I am a West Virginia fan, and when I get excited about things, that means we'll be disappointed. But you can't put it all on me. But they have this helmet kind of making circulation. It says ears on the sideline, EERS. And I've been on Twitter, and folks are like, "Oh, nobody's ever called us the ears. That's so stupid." I don't know. I remember, at least in the 90s and late 80s, let's go ears. How about those ears? People say ears. It's not the worst thing in the world. It is pretty stupid though, on the helmet. I don't like it that much. I won't cry if they do one game with that on it. I'm a traditionalist. I think every game should be, flying WV every time, but that's me. I like it. I think we've got one of the coolest logos in college sports, and we need to embrace that as much as possible. It's the brand, man. Let's bring the brand back. That's all I'm talking about. Bring the brand back when we were top 25 all the time and everything. So anyway, little short show. If you didn't like it, I don't know what to tell you. This is what I'm doing this week. If you did like it, let me know. I'm not going to do more of these. Steve will be back. I don't like doing these solo, but I did not want to just have us not do a show for so long when there's so many things going on. So I hope you enjoyed that. I would play a game with myself, but I don't think that'd be much fun for anybody. So no game this week. That breaks my heart. And coming up, we'll be back in a week or two with another show. It'll be a normal show. We'll have a guest on, all that stuff. Everybody will be happy. Vince, our producer, thanks for doing the prep today. And he'll also, like I said, putting links to all the things I talked about today in the show notes. So if you go check it out. If you're watching on YouTube, I don't know why Isha, who's our video guy, would want to clip up anything of me right now. I look terrible. I just played tennis. I'm blotchy. I'm sweaty. I got 10-day-old stubble on my face. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
From Jam Street Media.